Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. McPhillips and I teach 8th grade science at Albert Hill Middle School. Go Tigers! Today I will be teaching week 4 of the RPS at Home physical science materials. So this week we are studying electricity. The past 3 weeks, as you know, we have been studying heat and temperature. So we've studied things like phase changes and how heat is transferred. This week, we're moving on to electricity, and we will stay on electricity for the next couple of weeks. Electricity is something that human beings have known about for a very long time, and I'm confident that you all have experiences with electricity in your everyday life. Most commonly, you probably have to charge your cell phones or your tablet or your laptop when it runs out of battery. You might have even experienced getting a little bit of an electric shock when you shake hands with somebody, or maybe when you touch a metal doorknob, or taking clothes out of the dryer. So I know you all have some experiences with electricity. Today, on day 1 or Monday of our time together, we're going to be focusing on just observing some different examples of electricity. And I think I have some to show you today that you probably have not heard of or seen before. So we're going to really focus on just engaging our brains around the idea of electricity. Then on Wednesday, we're going to do a little bit more explanation of why it is that electricity works the way that it does. And then on Friday, or day 5, I guess, on Friday, you will have an opportunity to kind of practice and show some of the knowledge that you gained over the week. So to start off today, I did want to show you how to access the RPS at Home materials. If you go to rvaschools.net, you'll get the homepage. Scroll down. If anybody has not yet accessed the technology access survey right here, that is what you need to fill out in order to get a laptop or an internet hotspot. So please make sure you do that if you have not already. But right now we're going to go to the RPS at Home page. So I'm clicking on that and letting it load. And then you are in middle school, so you will click on middle school and then 8th grade. And when you get to this page, you will click on whichever day it is. So for you guys, that will be Monday, April 27th. That's the first day of week 4. Now, your learning plan that you will get from this is loading. And here it is. So your learning plan for this week looks like this. So Monday, that is the engage and explore steps. We've got 3 videos to watch. 1, 2, 3. When you access this, you can click on any of these blue links yourself. So if I move too quickly or you want to watch them again, you can come back here and just click on the blue link and it will pop up in a YouTube video. We have 3 activities to do today. The video, we've got a Phet Simulation, and finally there's an optional hands-on experiment that I think is really cool, and it uses materials you probably already have at home. The last thing you need to know about the materials for this week is that you also have a student workbook, and it looks like this. This is the workbook for week 4. This workbook you use all throughout the week. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do the see, think, and wonder. We're about to watch 3 videos, and I want for you to be thinking as you watch, just what is one thing that you see in each video? What is one thing that you think might be happening in the video? And then what is one thing that the video makes you wonder? So our first video today is out of Venezuela. It is a phenomenon called the everlasting lightning storm. So let me play that for you now. And now that we've finished that video, I do want to direct you back to your student workbook. You can directly type into these boxes. For video 1, which was the Catatumbo lightning or the everlasting storm in Venezuela, you can write one thing you see in this box, write one thing that you think is happening with that everlasting lightning storm, and one thing it makes you wonder. Now we're going to move on to our second video, which is about something called triboluminescence. And again, I'll direct you back to your workbook, where for video 2, triboluminescence, you can type one thing you see in the video, one thing you think is going on, and one thing the video makes you wonder. We have one more video to watch together, and that is video 3, which is about something called ball lightning. It's pretty much just the way it sounds, but let's check it out.
Lyons, Colorado, June 2001. Is it a firefly? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO?
There were 2 really bright lightning bolts. And right in the middle, for about 10 seconds, there was this glowing ball of light. We never seen anything like that.
It seems to be a rare and mysterious phenomenon called ball lightning.
Nobody knows what ball lightning is. I mean, understanding normal lightning is difficult enough, but ball lightning is something entirely different.
Yet it has been seen by thousands of people all over the world, and their descriptions are strikingly consistent.
Most people describe ball lightning as being about the same size and brightness as a 60-watt light bulb. So suppose you're sitting in your living room and there's a thunderstorm outside. You look out your window and you see this floating along outside your window. You then see it comes through the glass into your living room, approaches you, and then suddenly either exploding or quietly disappears. That's how people describe ball lightning.
All right, now that is it for our videos. So I again want to refer you back to our workbook, where you will again write in one thing you see, one thing you think, and one thing the video makes you wonder. Okay, now we are going to move on to our next step, which according to the learning plan was to explore static electricity using the Phet simulation, balloons, and static electricity. Before we do that, we can think about our experience with balloons. Many of you might have experienced rubbing balloons on your hair and causing your hair to stick up on its ends. In the Phet simulation, you can see, and you can click on it on that link right there, but I already have it pulled up. In the Phet simulation, you can see that we're not using balloons and hair, but we're using a surface that's kind of similar to hair, which is a sweater. A lot of sweaters are made out of wool, and that material tends to actually cause a lot of buildup of static electricity. I just want to show you some of the tools that you can use on the simulation. You'll see here I've got all charges shown, positives and negatives, the positive represented in red and the negative represented in blue. I could change it so that no charges are shown, or I could change it so it only shows the differences in charge. I want to leave it on the show all charges option because that is probably the best way for you to understand what's happening. I will direct you to move the balloon around. You can see you can touch it to the wall, nothing really happens, but it does stick to the wall. You can then rub it against the sweater, and you can see that there is a change happening here. You can then reset the whole thing. You can even use 2 balloons instead of just 1. And again, I want you to try all of these different possible outcomes for your balloon and your sweater. All I want you to do is just play around with it. And Tell me what you observe. Just be looking for any kind of pattern. Can you make a prediction about what will happen if you rub the balloon against the sweater? Just anything that helps you make sense of what you're seeing. Then I'll refer you to your workbook. And you do actually have 4 questions to answer for the balloons and static electricity simulation. So number 1, what happens to the charges when the balloon is rubbed against the sweater? I will let you do the rest on your own, but there are 4 questions and you can type your answers directly underneath the question. Then the last thing for today is an optional hands-on activity, which is called electric cornstarch. Whenever you are ready to do this, you only need, I think it's 5 materials. You need cornstarch, vegetable oil, a bowl, a spoon to stir, and a balloon. That's all you need. So if you have those materials at home or you think you could get your hands on them safely, I would definitely encourage you to do this experiment. There is more detail about how to complete the experiment on this blue link that says electric cornstarch right here. So please feel free to click on that. You can even see a video of it being done if you don't have the materials yourself. That is it for today. We will see you on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, again, we'll be doing a little bit more exploration with electricity, particularly with static electricity and with current electricity. I hope you enjoy your lesson and have a great day.